another game with them, which is just start talking mad shit. It's pretty funny though, because I do the Stingrays every week. I know a Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, here to Macedonia Park on this cool, crisp Sunday afternoon for this clash between the Illawarra Stingrays and the MacArthur Bulls FC Academy team. I'll start with the lineups for you with your away side on the right in the black and white. Number 2, Peter Trimis. Number 3, Elizabeth Gray. Number 4, Jessica Seaman. Number 6, Amy Jasardi. Number 7, Avani Prakash. Number 8, Daniela Naomi. Number 9, Gemma Ferris. Number 11, Claudia Valletta. Number 12, Brianna Woodall. Number 20, Amber Luxmeyer. And number 51, Isabella Coelho. And the home side for the Stingrays, a few changes from their last lineup. Number 1 in goals, Sophie Emery. Number 3, Alex McKenzie. Number 4, Ami Dekimura. Number 7, Chloe Middleton. Number 8, Sakura Nojima. Number 11, Danica Matos. Number 13, Kayla Austin. Number 15, Caitlin Cooper. Number 23, Sienna Silvesca. Number 28, Sophia Christopherson. And number 32, Hayley Taylor-Young. And it looks like it will be the Stingrays who will get us underway, kicking off from left to right, north to south, in their iconic pink strip there. It's second place against 8th tonight. The Stingrays will be hoping to do better than last week. They did drop 2 points against the bottom of the table, Emerging Jets, although if you watch that game, you'll know that it was 1.1. They were outplayed for large parts of it. They grew complacent, they missed chances, and in the end they were lucky to come away with 1 point. This game against the Bulls will be a much tougher task for them, and while they still have faint premiership hopes, they'll need all 3 points here to keep them alive. It could be the last chance for them to keep some pressure on Apia at the top of the table. For the Bulls, they've suffered 4 straight defeats in a row, and it seems like they're just slipping out of touch from finals football, but nonetheless they are a quality outfit, and they'll be looking to cause an upset here at Macedonia Park. Stingrays, Nojima on the ball there. She was out for the last couple of weeks with a shoulder injury. Yeah, suffered against University of Sydney. She tried to play on the next week, and it's an early chance here. Amber Luckmeyer gets away. Free kick in a promising position. Have some early pressure can be placed on Sophie Emery in goals. Of course, another one of the changes. Sophie Emery replacing Brianna Edwards in goals. Edwards, who is over in Europe at the moment. The referee sets a very long 10-yard mark. It'll be number 7, Avani Prakash, to take this free kick. She's got the wind slipping across her. Will she go for goals? She chips it in. There's a header. Fell at the back post there. Jess Seaman, perhaps surprised to see it come her way. In the end, the Stingrays led off. You can see early on, the Bulls are playing a very high line. The wind is a strong westerly, but is slightly from the south as well, so the Bulls will have that advantage in this first half. Any shots will just go with a bit more power. We'll just kind of drift towards that far corner, the top right, and Stingrays will have to be wary. Minimize the damage in this first half. This is back now with Seaman. Gray. Hopeful ball cut out by Caitlin Cooper. Another one of the players who is back in the lineup. Stingrays sorely missed her last week. Of course, one of the 2 most experienced players in this side. Her in midfield and captain, Chloe Middleton, taken over the reins from the stalwart of Michelle Carney. Of course, led this team for a great many number of years. One of the founding mothers, if you will, of the A-League Women's. Such a prominent member of the Illawarra football community. As Valletta there just drifts offside. Nonetheless, with Cooper back there, the defence should be more shored up. They struggled last week. The rashness of Hayley Taylor-Young, who's on the ball at the moment, gave away a penalty. Fantastic player, lots of pace, fantastic going forward, but sometimes suffers, as we all do, the rush of blood to the head when it comes to defending. So tempting to just go in and snatch the ball as soon as you can, but Got to be patient. Got to hold off. See how she does today, but under the guise of an experienced hand in Cooper. Zdekimura tries to get away from 2 now. Falls to Austin. Nojima. Sveska just trying to get a toe on it, but the Stingrays have tried to camp themselves in here as ball is given away to the Bulls. Prakash hurries the pressure, but it's back. It's Cooper now. Matos infield. So you can see here the Bulls are playing that high line. They're asking the Stingrays to come and play the through balls over the top, challenging them against the wind to play that right ball. It's going to be difficult. It's an interesting setup so far. It's dangerous there from Emery. She's given it away, and it's a goal out of nothing. Avani Prakash pressured Emery, and she's made a hash of that. And just like that, the Stingrays masters their own downfall. They're 1-0 down here in the opening 5 minutes of the game. I didn't see that coming. There was absolutely no danger on. Nothing doing, and Sophie Emery called up to the first side for one of the first times this season. It's put her team straight on the back foot. It was good pressing from Prakash, but really the goalkeeper should be getting rid of the danger a lot earlier than that. I understand you want to keep possession, but she's put her team greatly on the back foot there. That's a disaster start for the Stingrays. Once again, a side more than capable, as have shown in performances throughout this year, being one of the top sides, but they've again individual errors just let them down, and that was completely unexpected. Correction to my earlier statement, the Stingrays are currently sitting in 3rd place with the early results from today. MacArthur Rams, as Prakash does well again, wins a free kick, no advantage there. So saying the Stingrays are sitting in 3rd place, the game in hand on. They had 2 rivals above them, a win tonight, and they would jump into 2nd place. Still 3 points off the top, still within touching distance, but that has greatly damaged their chances tonight. Kimura cuts that one out. Quite astonishing. Sophie Emery giving the goal away out of completely nothing, and of course it's a rough life being a goalkeeper. Anywhere else in the field you make a mistake, you're unlikely to be punished to that extent, but slightest slip up in goals and suddenly you can cost your team. Prakash on the ball. Goal scorer looking back inside. It's Cooper hurried on it now. They do finally get it away. Middle to infield to Silveska. Does well to control. Silveska, who has been on some form, 3 goals in the last 3 games. Zdekimura has it now. The byline cuts it back to Austin, who takes a touch. Austin perhaps just lingered on that ball there a little too much. Chance was there if she could have hooked it with her left foot. He's promising though for the Stingrays. They were able to get forward just then with quite considerable ease. Silveska linking up well there in the midfield with her captain. Turn out of Christopherson, who has time and space to find her mark. It's played back, and another mistake from a goalkeeper. Nojima now goes for the chip. Just misjudged there. Jima, perhaps she thought there'd be more wind on it. Unfortunately not for her, and that was a good chance. Again, out of completely nothing. Isabella Coelho in goals there with the blue head guard. Making a hash of the clearance. It is difficult in this wind and the cold for keepers to judge the ball, but they both got to be careful. It's 2 times they've had it at their feet and almost 2 goals conceded. Bulls lucky that time they weren't punished. It's a ball back from Taylor Young to a goalkeeper, Emery, who again just slices off her foot. Matos was able to recover it in time, but really making things difficult for themselves here, the Stingrays. I understand that wind is coming across in 30km/h gusts. It's a cold wind, but players will need to adjust. They'll need to warm up, turn their brains on here. Vital moment as the sun's setting. Can't let the game slip away from them. Clearance there, evading all pink shirts, and the Bulls have another chance to get forward. The wind is going to pick up, so he's good hopes for the Stingrays in the second half for a resurgence, but that's not a position you want to be in as a player. Bulls here, if they're smart, if they're clever, they can sense the opportunity, can smell it. There are goals to be had early, and certainly put them in good stead. There's still a chance for them to make finals. They might have lost their last 4, but if they're able to get a result here tonight, it would greatly bolster their hopes. Because you can't expect the teams to win every game, and with that in mind, the finals are still wide open for a many number of teams to get in. Taylor Young winning it this time. Middleton just escaping her. And straight back at Strumis now. Chisardi. Woodle. Strumis looking for options. Asking for a run. A Plakesh there, obliging. Just unable to keep it under control. Martos into Christopherson, who struggles to control. Cleaned up by Silveska. Stingrays definitely not having things their own way at the moment. Definitely struggling, whether it's the conditions or the tactics to high press played by the Bulls. Either way, they're going to need to change something fast. Better get a grasp back on this football game. Middleton now. Dekimura runs over there towards that rising full moon. It is beautiful. You can see it's in its full glory at the moment. Such a beautiful sight. Just rising gently above the trees. The pink hues of clouds left over. Remnants of the day just passed. A windy, cold weekend we've had to suffer through here in the Gong. In other states, it's a sign of the winter, a sign of the snow that is brooding down in the state. But for now, we have Silveska on the ball with a free kick. She goes high and lofted up into a dangerous position. It's Nojima Just clipped of the ball there. The Bulls have a chance to break. Naomi. Quite able to seize the opportunity, but it is back in black and white. Chisari struggling with it. Taylor Young. Woodall doing well to control it. A mighty scuff clearance there. The ball is away and out of danger for the time being. Eventually. Wind is certainly making things hard to control here at the moment. Which team can take full advantage of it? Christopherson shepherds the ball out for a corner. Sylvester over the take once again. What can she do with that in-swinging left foot? The last corner was good. Asking to be headed in. She delivered the same now for her teammates. 5 Stingray shirts on the edge of the box. Sylvester. Again, dangerous area. The shot in, Cooper. It's a good opportunity there. Taylor Young at the back post, just clipping it back in, but Cooper not quite able to get enough with the header. The Bulls will try and clear the ball here. Bulls unable to get out. Stingrays throw and they can keep the pressure on them here now. Poor throw from Taylor Young there, giving the ball away. Bulls will try and get out. Excellent control there from Lookmeyer. But they have nabbed the ball back here. It's Austin. Falls kindly in her path. So good there with the cross. Ball just slipped out of her control and will be away now to Trimis. 3 pink shirts surrounded her. They made it very tough and Stingrays are eager to get the ball back forward. Poor touch there, giving the ball away, but it's Mackenzie who recovers. And they'll just compose themselves for a moment now. Cooper. Falls nicely for Christopherson. But again, immediately pressured. Unable to keep the ball at their feet, the Stingrays, and they've given it away. Trimis away with ease. Just unable to find that pass as Dekimura tries to pounce on it. Dekimura, smart turn there, but I don't think her teammates were quite on that same wavelength. She has another chance now. Nojima. The Bulls have done very well here to make the game scrappy, not allowing the Stingrays any cohesion going forward. Not allowing them to build up any counter momentum to that goal that they conceded early. Nojima playing it back and they'll look to switch it here now. Cooper. Under pressure, Pakesh. Pressing high as Middleton runs into trouble. Tackled well, Woodall. Prakesh. Trimmers has it now. Look for that run, Luxmeyer. Dealt by Emery, but it was offside. Stingrays just getting caught out trying to play the ball from the back, and does encourage danger onto themselves. So again, the clearance blocked and immense pressure now. So they try and clear. Pass Mackenzie now can bring some composure to the game. Since the next goal, whoever it comes to won't be born out of silky first touch football, but rather a byproduct of the bouncing ball that is just seemed to be falling without precedence. It's just no telling where the ball's going now. It's on the right. Valletta sizing her options up. Goes to Naomi. Taylor Young does well. She comes away with it. Taylor Young charging infield. Middleton uses her body well. Christopherson. Tough ball there for Matos, but she's a match for it. Matos trying to get away. Silvesca now. Smart pass. Can she keep it in? Matos. In at the feet of the keeper. Isabella Coella just did enough there to impede the shot. It's more promising from the Stingrays though. It's well worked down this right hand side. They don't want to let them out here now. They want to keep that pressure. Cooper strongly in there. Does win the ball back for a team. And they do reset. Chisari finds Trimmers. A rare mistake there in midfield from Chisari. Hands over possession. Vesco is put under pressure. Anywhere will do. Falling at the feet of Prakash again. No advantage was found, and this is much better for the Bulls. A free kick, they would have preferred that to letting the ball play on, and Prakash has just been an absolute workhorse in that midfield. Toronto team, another valuable opportunity to reach that Stingrays penalty area. She'll take it herself. Prakash going flat towards goal, and she does win a corner. They have the wind and they are using it to their advantage. They're peppering the goal. They know that one won't be enough against this Stingrays team. If they do find some form, there'll be more than a match to get 2 or 3 goals back. But the plan from the Bulls is to dampen any chance of a comeback as early as possible. Goal here would further add to the Stingrays' misery, as that ball there is a long way away from the semicircle or quadrant, much to the displeasure of one member of the crowd. Flat corner in. We'll still have it. Second time asking. Falls to the back post. Header! One preemptive scream of joy there from the crowd. It was a good chance. Just fell to the back post. Again, Jess Seaman with her head. And able to direct it on target. It just inches from that far upright, I think, in the end. But Stingrays will have to be careful. They do not want to go 2-0 down here. Complete lack of marking there at the back post. The second time of asking, that ball got whipped in. Found its mark that time, and almost a disaster for the team in pink. This is Prakash now on the right hand side. Where hasn't she been in this first half? Well laid off as the cross comes in. Ojima, calm under pressure, sets her teammate away. Austin running after this. She's got support. Can she find them? Nice ball to Silveska, who goes first time. Slight deflection on it there. Liz Gray able to get touch on it and just softened the cross for Akiva to collect. And just like that, the Bulls have broken away straight through the middle of the park. Stingrays playing risky football at the moment. Trimis goes for goal. Trimis! Peter Trimis almost scoring an absolute worldie there. Sophie Emery, not sure she knew too much about that one. So the wind just carried it over that crossbar. Stingrays again lucky to survive. Bulls clearly trying to capitalise on this momentum shift that they've received. They've got the win, they've got the goal on the scoreboard. Seems to be one-way traffic at the moment. Can Najima change that? Looking wide for Christopherson. But he's well defended. The Bulls players are playing one-touch football. A lot of composure. They know where the other players are going to be. Oh, I've just jinxed Liz Gray there, but there have been some fantastic combinations in that midfield for the Bulls. Certainly the chopping and changing in this Stingrays 11 will not be helping with that. Got fantastic quality on the field, on the lineup. It's how they interact that matters most, I suppose. As you've seen here, the Bulls do have the upper hand. Middleton, dispossessed. Lichtmeyer with nowhere to go. She's still going, Lichtmeyer. Eventually running out of room and falling to the floor, but you know what, more than a goal kick. Just like that, though, the Stingrays seem to be creeping towards that Bulls goal, edging up slowly. The second that ball's dispossessed, the Bulls are rapid, ready to pounce on anything. They do seem to glide forward with ease. Again, every ball that the Stingrays seem to be playing forward, Bulls want it twice as much. They're getting on the end of it, they're intercepting, and they're well in control of this game at the moment. Seaman. Good ball, finds Trimis. Slight miscommunication there. Petra Trimis couldn't find her teammate. Stingrays again have given the ball away. Trimis on it now. This time the clearance does fall away of the Stingrays, and they do have a goal kick now. It's the lone Peter of Embry goes to chase. It's tough for a goalkeeper when a mistake's conceded that early on in the game. It does affect how you think and how you feel. You feel like you have to make amends. You feel like you put your team on the back foot. And their teammates, whether consciously or not, will begrudge that slightly. They have to lift their heads. They have to get on with it. They have to play like it's 0-0, as the saying goes. They need to get out of their own half here. Again trying to clear, and this time with Silvesco. Again runs out of room. Bulls throw. Najima. Hopeful ball to Dekimura, but the Bulls again dealing with those long balls very well. Playing that high line with the wind. They've got that support. No, it won't be hard. It won't be easy to get the ball over the top. There's a smart turn there from Woodall. No foul. Back to Cooper. Matos. Stingrays looking very uncomfortable in possession at the moment. Matos. Out now with Valletta. Some space to breathe for these players. Taylor Young's eagerness has won her team the ball back there. Nojima. It's all well and good to play that neat possession football, to play back to your defender, your goalkeeper even, but if they're under pressure and they're having the wind move the ball about, it becomes very difficult. You're almost safer to go yourself or clear the ball yourself if you can. Possession for possession's sake. Mantra that undoes many a great team. Half an hour played now, and we've yet had too many serious attempts on target. Had some half chances with some close calls for both teams, but been no real build-up of momentum, of opportunities. The Bulls have just slowly chiseled away at the Stingrays' defence, carving open little cracks as they can. It's Lookmeyer now. Themis. Back to Woodall. Themis trying to get away from Christopherson. Almost does very well. Reinforcement from Pelkesh, but they do concede the throw. Middleton tussling with it. No foul, says the referee, as Middleton gets up gingerly to her feet. Neatly done from Ferris. So let's see how the Bulls can get out of this corner now. Chip clearance, and again they've done well. They've got runners coming through from all sides. Final ball wasn't quite there that time, but they do very well to drag out the centre backs. That ball into the striker's feet. Lookmeyer's role very clearly to lay the ball off. Willing runners from midfield. We've seen a lot of the ball. Chisari, Prakesh running through the middle. Of course, you can see how they have been undone in previous weeks, this entire month really, but as it stands, the wind is helping them a great deal. They are just flooding forward when they try and work the ball out. See if they can do it again. Ferris. Fantastic ball forward. Naomi's asking the question. Was she impeded? Perhaps not enough. They just seem to be much more comfortable in possession than Bulls do. Not quite as hurried or pressured. Certainly have a lot more time to pick out their passes and a lot more room in which to manoeuvre. Back now to Seaman. Ferris under pressure, and yet again the Bulls do manage to get the ball away, even if Naomi's touch was lacking. Luckmeyer continuing the pressure. Kenzie just hesitating for a moment, as did Taylor Young there, and they've been pounced upon. There's no relief for the Stingrays at all, not even in their back four. Seems like whoever's on the ball, even the goalkeeper as we saw in that first goal. Constant pressure from the Bulls. Can they keep it up for the full 90? Though is a question that must be asked now. Not many players and teams can run full pelt, apply this much vigorous pressure for the whole game. Naomi. Milton does come away with it, and the Stingrays, a half chance was on, but again, this single man press from the Stingrays not quite cutting it. Ample time. Matos has done well here. She's cut the ball out and she goes for the early cross. It's high and long and finds Dekimura. Gets a cross in. Austin ducked. Not quite sure why exactly. Yet again, that attacking threat faded as quick as it came, and now it's Prakesh. Ferris doing well under pressure, indeed Chisati as well, and they find the space so well. This time the ball over the top. Lukemeyer goes for the chip, and it's in. The Bulls have doubled their lead here at Macedonia Park. You can't say it hasn't been coming. The Stingrays unable to produce anything going forward, and they've left themselves exposed at the back. It's a very simple ball over the top in the end. And a very tidy finish there from Amber Lukemeyer. Just like that, the Stingrays are 2 down, and we haven't even reached half time yet. Dangerous signs as their premiership hopes continue to swindle away. They were doing with a half chance going into this game, but this was a must-win. We've heard that for the past month, and they've had some disappointing results in that time. Lost to Blacktown. Of course, we're lucky to get a draw against the Jets. Now here tonight, they're 2-0 down. And they need to quickly change how they're playing if they're to recover anything from this game. The Bulls have just run them ragged. There, Austin harassed, wins the free kick this time, and perhaps this is the chance now for the Stingrays to respond. Silvestre will need to produce a ball of quality here Less than 10 minutes to go in the half. If the Stingrays are to get one back here, it would provide them with a bit more hope. It put a slight spring in their step, but if going to the change rooms 2 or even 3 down, it's very grim signs indeed for morale. Silvestre goes for goal. Silvestre! Isabella Coelho almost getting wrong-footed there, expecting the cross. It was a good effort by Silvestre. Just at a comfortable enough height that Coelho was able to get across to it. She does have the corner now. Another set piece to wield. 6 waiting on the edge of the area. Silvestre goes near post. She gets a second chance. It's in the dangerous spot. I believe it was a free header there. I think it was Danica Matos. A peach of a ball, just asking you put in the net, and once again the Stingrays have missed a good opportunity. Can't say I haven't created anything. They push forward, albeit fractally. They have pushed forward at times, and they've found chances, little half moments where they should be doing better. At least getting it on target. That shot there. Silvestre's put in 3 or 4 crosses now. They've just been asked. Yet none of the Stingrays players seem to be up to it in the air. It's Taylor Young's ball. Doesn't meet its mark, and it's Prakesh again on the ball. Can she find the runner? Well cut out that time. This is a tussle at the back. Austin sandwiched between 2 black and white shirts. The Bulls, though, if they do manage to go into half-time with a clean sheet, it's a great show of promise as Emery, just a half step behind it, does recover well enough to make the clearance. Matos tries to start something there. Seaman doing well, but Matos winning it back. Nojima. Silvestre. Nice touch. Excellent first touch. Silvestre just rushed the pass, though. She had 2 willing runners in space. Just unable to find either of them. Another half chance goes begging for the Stingrays. Taylor Austin makes an absolute mess of that. Taylor Young, rather. I'm sure she realised how much time she had. Doesn't seem to be a lot of communication down there on the field. If there is, it's all coming from the black and white shirts. Brilliant pass there from Prakesh. Out now to Trimis. The cross in. Doesn't quite fall for a black and white shirt, but it's the danger still there. Naomi. Taylor Young can finally clear the ball. Prakesh, absolutely outstanding touch and vision and awareness. It's her on the ball now again. Loose touch there. Austin now with a chance. It's 2-on-1. The defenders have the advantage. You're just holding it up. Waiting for that reinforcing run. Silvestre now on it. Austin does win the corner. These are dangerous for the Stingrays. Can they finally make something of it? They did manage to cut out the chance at the other end. Block the danger, but now they need to be threatening the goal. They need to be really asking the question here. Less than 5 to go to half-time. This will change the entire momentum of the game if a goal is to go in here. Poor cross from Silvestre. A rare one from her. She's normally very astute. She'll get a second chance here now. It will just be a throw-in. into Taylor Young. The ball does break. Cooper. I think she thought about a shot there for a moment. In the end, she's probably better off having a go. The ball dangerously in the hands of the opposition. Christopherson does recover. As the tackles come flying in, it is the Bulls who come away with the ball yet again. It's a smart through ball. Tremis just ball getting away from her. Constant danger, constant threat in behind. As we approach the final minutes of this half. Doesn't look like the Stingrays will get the goal that they want. They so desperately need. No doubt a tongue lashing is in store at half time. The Bulls, though, they've been fantastic. The only thing you could critique them for is not scoring enough goals. Or two against the team sitting so high up the ladder is a fantastic achievement away from home on a cold, windy night down in the Gong. And no doubt the message will be, keep doing what you're doing. Of course, the entire game plan changes in the second half. That wind now in the backs of the Bulls will be in the backs of the Stingrays, and will surely allow them a greater presence going forward. Cooper controls well. It's the time perhaps for one more attack. Referee's looking at a watch. Mackenzie with space to run into. Looks for Matos, but the pass again. What was needed is Prakesh. Spreads the ball back out again. Naomi doing very well. Away from Christopherson. Just running out of room. Perhaps now a last chance for the Stingrays to get forward. Austin. Oh, marshalled from Woodall. With a glance to a watch, that is half time here at Macedonia Park. An early mistake from Emery gifted the Bulls their first goal, but a fantastic chip later in the half gave Amber Lukmeyer the chance to put her team 2 ahead. That's how it stays here at half time. Score is MacArthur Bulls 2, Illawarra Stingrays 0. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the second half of this round 21 match between the Illawarra Stingrays and the Macarthur Bulls here at Macedonia Park. My name's Thomas Phillips and I am freezing here. The Bureau of Meteorology says 14, it feels like 4. The wind is ripping through our backs. I've got the beanie, gloves on, some of the players have gloves on. And it's a cold night, but perfect conditions otherwise for footballers. They get straight on the front foot, the Bulls do here. Starting the second half as they left the game. Bulls were definitely on top in that first half. They just seemed to outplay and counter and outrun the Stingrays at every turn, every move. The Stingrays do have the wind now. Can they use it to their advantage? The wind, which we are complaining about so much, has been ripping here from the southwest and the near right to the far left rather, of the screen is in the Stingrays' back. Certainly made a difference in that first half. We'll see how much in this second. The Stingrays can truly get ahead. It's already aiding them in getting forward. They do have a corner. Sylvester, dangerous, can go over to take it. In the meantime, we have had a substitution. It's Christopherson who has made way. Exact reason. Sylvester goes near post. Quite enough on that. The Bulls do clear. In any case, it does appear like it's number 5, Sasha Grove. Reserve grade player who's making a rare appearance here for the first team. See what impact she can have on the game. Stingrays are crying out for a striker, crying out for someone to finish the chances off. Of course, their leading goal scorer on 13 goals, Siobhan Edwards, is at present over in Europe with her sister, Brianna Edwards, Stingrays goalkeeper, and they are missing the two, both up front and in defence. Can't really miss players or miss shots. They just have to make sure they improve in this second half. We can't let the Bulls get a stranglehold in this game. Another goal and surely you can't see the Stingrays. It'll be a monumental effort for them. They have to respond, and they have to respond quickly if they want to get even a point out of this game. As Matos goes long. One of the standout plays in that first half, midfielder Vani Prakash for the Macarthur Bulls. She was everywhere. Scored the first goal, some fantastic pressing, and just her work in the midfield, running back and forth, chasing after every ball. They'll definitely need her to perform in the second half if they're to keep having success. As we saw there, very hard to get goal kicks up and out, very hard to clear the ball when you're kicking into this strong wind. Isabella Coelho just winding down the clock even at this early hour. Ball bouncing out to Naomi. But Lukmaya unable to get it, and it does fall the Stingrays' way. Through Dekimura. They've got chance here, they've got numbers. Smart cutback, but it was well read and cut out by Liz Gray in defence. The Stingrays got a spring in their step and the win in their back. They are looking a bit better now. Still frail at the back. Always a chance to get in behind. Just roll tagger from Nojima. It's Saveska now. Falls nicely to Nojima. What can she do with it? Chance for a shot perhaps. Nojima! Shot gracing the crossbar there. An excellent effort. She was allowed far too much time to keep running. Defenders backing off. I'm not sure they're aware of how good a striker of the ball she is. Sakura Nojima there. Inches away from pegging one goal back for a team. Straight away we can see the impact of this wind. Very hard to clear the ball. Very hard to start shots coming in as Austin now inches over the crossbar. Kayla Austin. This is more promising from the Stingrays, something the supporters no doubt buoyed by. But they'll need to capitalise on these chances. We've seen it before this season. They've had spells, 5, 10, even 15 minutes where they've been completely on top of the game, dominating, but unable to apply the finishing touch, and it's almost cost them, and indeed has cost them at times. They are to strike. They need to strike quickly. Of course, a point, while good, is not enough for them to keep pressure on the top of the table. Apia will rejoice, no doubt, if the Stingrays are to drop any points here tonight. Matos with it now. Definitely more promise here from the Stingrays. Taylor Young in uncharted territory. He's playing as a left winger now. The replacement out of fullback. Sasha Grove. Cooper forced backwards. Ball bouncing there, made it difficult. Sophie Emery is still no doubt nervous and shaky after that mistake in the first half. Even with the wind, the Stingrays can't be complacent. The ball won't just fall into the opposition goal. Have to really push for it. Commit numbers forward by making sure they keep things tight at the back. So the throw zipped into Prakash. She was tumbled over. The referee deemed it a foul. Will be a good free kick now. Dangerous area once again. The wind will make this tough for both sides. That element of chaos will surely benefit the attacker. Third goal here would surely dampen the embers of any Stingrays comeback. Prakesh. Cleared. Doing well. Prakesh getting the 1-2. Those two killing it in midfield. Naomi has it now. Grove doing all she can to prevent any opportunity arising from this. Indeed, winning the throw cleverly. Nojima, it's a little too calm and collected there. Nonetheless, no danger ensues and a chance for Taylor Young to stretch her legs. He's got the pace. Safe. Fair from Jess Seaman, anywhere will do. This is better from the Stingrays. Maybe get some shots off here. They're in a good opportunity. Taylor Young does well. Does go for goal. Perhaps she might try and reclaim that as a cross. Does trickle out for a throw-in after all. Straight away off the throw. Again, they struggle to clear. But Rakesh doing very well there. Finally does clear the ball for a team. Even if they do lose possession, they are out of their own half. It's the most important thing. Kenzie Dekimura bundled over there. Fru said enough of the ball was gotten as Dekimura still on the ground. Petra Trimis now on her right foot, on her left. Ample time there. Trimis with the chance to get a shot away. Dekimura meanwhile gingerly gets up. Felt the blow from that last challenge. As the wind picks up here, another couple knots. Definitely affect the players now. Anything aerial, very difficult to control and indeed get anyway for the Bulls. Kenzie does well. It does look like the Stingrays have gone to a 3 at the back now. Wide wing backs of Martos and Taylor Young. It's a gamble. It's a roll of the dice. Let's see if it pays off here though. They have been getting forward better, but they still looking very exposed at the back. Prakash, clever footwork. Milton does well to recover. Indeed, has the ball now. Austin. Runners aplenty. It's not Jimmer. Doesn't quite find a mark with that pass. Middleton comes swiping in, concedes a free kick. A bit of revenge on Liz Gray for a tackle on Dekimura just earlier. Crunching challenge. Naomi does, doing well. Still has it now, even though she was on the ground. Stingrays, they had a few shots earlier in the half, but they were unable to capitalise. They allowed the Bulls to get out and clear the ball far too easily. As a result, the Bulls just camp up in the corner of the field as they're doing here now. Of course, as they say, the best form of defence is attack, and they've got a 2-0 lead to defend. If they keep the pressure on the Stingrays, and the Stingrays will have to prioritise dealing with the attacking threat first, looking to score goals second. Silveska doing well. Dekimura again tossed around, just limping gingerly. Isabella Coelho bravely out. Solid clearance, but the Stingrays do have it again. Matos under pressure. Grove trying to clean up. Does win the throw. Prakash doing fantastically once again. Around another. That's 3 or 4 she beat there now to get the ball out. Stingrays will need to nullify that threat. They have hopes of seeing the ball again, really. Again there, just a bit of complacency. Seaman was clearly wanting the ball more. Boston just hesitating, not meeting it. The Bulls just seem like they want these 3 points more than the Stingrays do. The referee completely confused here. They'll stop instead and have a substitution. Will be number 2, Petar Trimis, makes way. Number 16. Isabella Coco Di Scipio. Sylvester on the ball now. Taylor Young. Middleton. Pink shirts are plenty in that area, but perhaps they're all in the same area. Looking like they're getting too congested going forward. Of course, that is the risk of the 5 at the back. You do flood numbers into the middle. Be well wary, not getting each other's way. Coco Di Scipio now. First chance to run at the defence. Runs at McKenzie. Does well. McKenzie bundled there after the fact. No foul. Substitution now for the Stingrays, their second. Ami Dekimura makes her way. Not a pretty sight. Clearly still feeling the effects of that rough challenge earlier. And that will not dampen, and that will dampen indeed the prospects for the Stingrays in the second half. Players and supporters alike. They just struggle to clear the ball sometimes, the Stingrays do. Looks Meyer, just keeping pressure on as Matos. Questions of a penalty's gone the other way. Not sure if the referee's called simulation or if you saw a foul go the other way. Either way, it will not be a penalty. Much to the dismay of the crowd here. The travelling faithful from MacArthur. Will be number 16, Genevieve Nisbet for the Stingrays coming on. See what impact. Stingrays, 2 fresh legs on the field now. Nojima just clipped there. Prakash very eager, as always. Here's Coco Di Scipio now. Here, there's another substitution. Cross in this time, Emery. Just surprised her there. here. There was another substitution that I missed. I apologise in the mix-up. Elka Discasio coming on, number 13. You saw their fullback marauding forward. It was her that played the ball on to Isabella Coco de Scipio. Prakash now out to de Scipio. Discasio. Dispossessed by Taylor Young. The ball forward now for Silvesca. Space to run into. Options in the middle. Can she find the cross? Well tracked back there. Liz Gray making up the ground. Vital intervention for her team. And again, onto the roof this time. Liz Gray. Must be a Brexit football that well, he can confirm now through reliable sources. Ball is now stuck on the roof. About 20 minutes played in the second half, no goals. Wind is cooling everyone down even further and indeed dampening Stingrays' prospects. Premiership challenge. They need to get a goal quickly without hopes of getting any points out of this game. Again, Prakash doing very well to help her team out of a tight corner. And de Scipio plays the long ball. Top, Lookmeyer. Grove runs out of room. Adds the further frustration for this Stingrays lineup. Nothing's going their way tonight. Cooper clears. Garcia does well, and again a mix-up in communication. Too many bodies in that midfield. They're just confusing each other. I'm not sure how much they've worked on this formation of training. They do seem to get in each other's way at the moment, the Stingrays. It's like a hint of confusion allowing Prakash to just steam through. She's done so often in this game. Just pinching the ball and beating a player or two with a clever footwork and allowing a team to get out from their own half. Prakash yet again finds the right pass. They keep doing so. Lookmeyer plays it out wide now. Isabella Coco de Scipio on her left foot. Chance to seal the game there. Wind just blowing it agonisingly wide. Gusts up to 40 kilometres an hour now, I do believe, and it's that chill straight from the snowy mountains. That was a chance to seal the game, I think, for the Bulls. Stingrays lucky to escape that one. They've still got hope. But they need to come quickly. Gray finding an outlet. Chisardi back to Prakash, plays it smart. Grove tussling with it, wins out. Wins a throw. Back to Cooper. First touch put her in trouble, but she's recovered all right there. As Middleton goes into danger, tackles flying in, and that is smart refereeing there. Middleton in the action of avoiding the errant tackle, the foul, while not being touched by the tackle itself, did cause her to lose possession. That is good call from the referee. Not one you see picked up often, actually. Play comes lunging in at you. You're going to have to dodge them somehow, and even though they didn't touch the ball or you, they still cause you to go out of your way. And so it's a good decision, but it's not Jimmer now with a chance. Chance out of nothing there. It was well worked. But yet again, the Stingrays unable to find the back of that net. Time continues cruelly to tick away for them. Another substitution here for both sides. Will be number 7, Avani Prakesh, who goes off here to applause from what spectators are in the crowd on this cold night. Prakesh making way for number 10, Tamirez Souza. The Stingrays, they have brought on number 17, Adelaide Thompson. Believe it was in replacement. Apologies, they brought on Brooklyn Hudson, number 34, a striker now. As well, they brought on Adelaide Thompson, number 17, replaced for Dekimura some time ago. Do apologise. Any mistakes with the substitutions, it is quite difficult, especially without any way of communication with the benches or sight of their numbers as they come on. As again, Nojima coughs a brutal tackle in her back. This time it is called a foul, and it is a chance for the Stingrays. Vital chance that they must take as we approach the final 20 minutes of this match. You feel like it's now or never. I've been saying that all half, and it still is. They need a goal if they are to get back in this game, indeed back into this premiership title race. Sylvester. Again a dangerous area, but again no pink shirts attacking the ball. They've been really lackluster in set pieces. Nojima surrounded by 3 black and white shirts. Does manage to get the ball back, and he's met with a flurry of calls to get out of their own half for the Bulls. They've moved as a team, they've done very well. Taylor Young finds Najim with the throw. Hudson, clever touch. It's fallen now. Sylvester cries for handball, and it is. A penalty has been given now. Referee points to the spot, and a golden opportunity for the Stingrays to get back in this game. Looks like it will be Sylvester. Steps up to take this. She has been in form. 3 in her last 3 games, I do believe. Chance now to add to that tally and help her team out of a very sticky situation here. Sylvester up against Isabella Coelho in goals. She's doing the Wiggles dance. She's got the blue headgear on. Will it be enough to put Sylvester off? Sylvester saved! It did work. The distractions were enough. Isabella Coella surrounded by her teammates now. She's kept her team even further in the game now. And dismay for the Stingrays. As if things couldn't get any worse for them. They've missed a golden opportunity. One provided to them on a plate. It was a decent penalty. It was up and to the left, but nearly far enough to the corner with enough power. Once again, Cross does not find a pink head. And the Bulls once again clear the ball. And you just sense that might be enough to shift the momentum in the Bulls' favour. They will be buoyed by that. Another questionable throw in there from Sasha Grove. Stingrays, they mustn't be dismayed by that missed penalty. Indeed, Silvestre herself mustn't be dismayed. They have to keep going, keep pushing. Hudson pressing well. Middleton looking for options. Cooper. But that, again, excellently cut out. Liz Gray stepping up when she needed to. Alex McKenzie tries to recover and does so well, keeping the ball in play. Does seem to have lost a bit of composure in these last 5 or so minutes. Be definitely to the Bulls' liking and not to the Stingrays. Grove helpless, can't do anything but give away another throw in. It's not where the Stingrays want the ball. Their hands on hips, heads downtrodden. No doubt frustrated, the cold adding to that. As well to the fact that for the first time in a long time, the Stingrays have had a genuine premiership title within their grasp. Opportunity to put pressure, to finally win some silverware, and if things don't change very quickly for them, looks like they may have to concede the title to Apia sooner rather than later. What can they pull out of the hat, or can the Bulls retain hold of their lead here and see out the game? Silvestre blocked. Middleton, Thompson, pass cut out. Chisari doing well. Ferris surrounded. Middleton hassled. Groves now trying to start something, running into nowhere. Ferris doing well. McKenzie rushed in, but it's now Isabella Coco DeCipio has a chance to break forward now. Can she seal the game? DeCipio! A lot of pressure on her there. She did manage to snatch the ball, but she had Stingrays players chasing after her. They did catch up, and they did manage just to put her off enough. Just enough to prevent her from sealing the game. The Bulls just keeping a glimmer of hope alive for the Stingrays as we approach the final 10 minutes. Middleton tussling with it. Does concede the throw in. Suspect now any hopes of winning the game for the Stingrays have subsided. As with last week, they haven't been thoroughly outplayed, but they enough so that they have been on the back foot for a large part of it. And you can't say they don't deserve to be ahead, the Bulls do here, despite the chances the Stingrays have created. Lackluster going forward, not able to apply that finishing touch, and as a result here, be lucky to come away with a draw. Silvestre now. Taylor Young, good position. Again, the ball bouncing around, but not falling in the way of a pink shirt. Liz Gray does fantastically. And the Bulls do get away yet again. DeCipio challenging Mackenzie to a foot race and losing out. Mackenzie goes long. Finds Hudson. Smart chip there. Forcing Ojimo, who fakes the shot. Ball still alive for the Stingrays, but it is offside. That does halt the attack. And once again, Ojimo, she wanted that shot there, just blocked by Silvestre. Too many bodies in that midfield, in that middle of the park. As time ticks away for the Stingrays. Mackenzie going long. Able to break that black and white wall. It's Middleton. Hurries it forward. Opportunity now. Well cut back. Falls to Thompson. Adelaide Thompson. Middleton with a chance. Far too far out. Not enough power or direction to beat Isabella Coelho there. Yet again, the Stingrays remain goalless. Excellent composure there from Liz Gray. The Bulls, will they run for the corner or run for goal? That's neither. The final 5 minutes of this game. Still a chance. Stingrays still in with a sniff. Ball falls kindly. Thompson. Yet again, another chance the Stingrays have been unable to get on target. It will be very interesting to see the shots on target statistic at the end of this game. Stingrays, I guess by now, have had the lion's share of shots, if not even possession, but they certainly have been unable to get any of their shots on target. Haven't really tested Isabella Coelho, except for the penalty, which she was more than a match for in the end. So frustratingly goes out for a Bulls throw-in. 7 to play. Of course, Stingrays' attack at the top of the table will only be made more difficult in a few weeks when the A-League women's sides start to come back into their pre-season training camps. Of course, a large number of their players, Middleton, Matos, Taylor Young, Cooper, and indeed players that aren't here at the moment either, will be going away to their respective A-League women's clubs. And Stingrays, while they did peak in the middle of the season and did put some real pressure on the top guns, just faltering here as they lose players. And indeed, come finals time, it'd be interesting to see what lineup they field. Sorry, just hitting her hand there, and be a free kick for the Stingrays. In a great hurry to take it, as they should be. Not a lot of numbers in the box for the Stingrays. It's really now or never, as I've said for the last 40 minutes. As DeCipio tries to play the 1-2. Mackenzie plays it back to a keeper. Nervous touch from Emery there, but she does get it clear. Fortunately, it falls back to the black and white shirt. The Stingrays are unable to clear. Luxmeyer doing very well, chipping to the back post. DeCipio, just a glancing header on that, enough to take it away from her teammate behind her. Nonetheless, this is exactly what the Bulls want. If they keep attacking the Stingrays' goal, there's no chance the Stingrays can harm them. That's DeCipio, tries to play 1-2 with the opposition. Force of Taylor Young, who want to run. Of course she will. Look at her go. Excellent ball forward, Silvestre. Silvestre doing very well with her footwork. Nutmeg. It's Taylor Young. Back post. An excellent recovery. And Brianna Woodall there. Just sees Middleton further frustrated. Hudson now. Dropping short to collect it. Trying to find a ball through. Trying to squeeze it behind the lines. But they've been unsuccessful all game at that. Cooper here, unable to find a teammate, just the touchline, and precious minutes tick away for the Stingrays now. Not long to go now, and further dampening to the spirits of the Stingrays. You fear it's too little too late for them. As goal scorer Ander Luckmeyer comes off to be replaced by number 9. 19 rather, Annika Corrie. The Bulls, you have to commend the way they've come here to Wollongong and quite comfortably in the end beaten this Stingray side. They showed more intensity. They had the wind in the first half and they took advantage of it. They pressed right from the off and they've looked a better side for the large parts of this game. For those they weren't, they put the onus on the Stingrays to take long shots. Now I'm able to get the ball on target again, just catching the Stingrays players complacent like that. Never ending press and pressure. Excellent turn there, Chisati. Just running out of room. Taylor Young again will try and start something. Silvestre. Does look like Matos is offside. Not that it matters, the ball trickled away from her, and you sense that is the last opportunity for the Stingrays to salvage anything from this game. A fitting metaphor for their performance. An offside ball that never reached its marker. Can't see any amount of extra time that would help the Stingrays here salvage anything from this game, as Sakura Najima performs perhaps one of the most horrendous foul throws I've seen for a long time. And I play community league, so that's saying something. Just tired legs, tired arms, dispirited. No doubt, players are. 2 weeks in a row to come up against opposition far lower on the table than them. For 2 weeks in a row. Get outplayed. Have the opponents playing with a lot more intensity and pressure and speed. And the Stingrays just falling short. Unable to score the goals that they need. Clearly missing Siobhan Edwards up front. If you're watching from Europe, your team misses you. Silvestre looped in again, no pink shirt, but this time it's a goal. Hayley Taylor-Young, she's got one back. Is there enough time for a second? There's a tussle for the ball. The Stingrays want to get the game off straight away. Cross once again headed out by a black and white shirt, but not far enough. Hayley Taylor-Young was on the spot. She poked the goal back in. Is there enough time? We've reached the 45 now. It'll just be injury time that can save the Stingrays here. That can allow them to salvage even a point. Bulls playing to the corners. Stingrays need to get it up and need to get it up quickly. Perhaps there's enough time for one more chance. They're going the wrong way at the moment. The gym are trying to spark something. After Matos, can she keep it in play? She can't, and perhaps that will be it for the Stingrays. Precious seconds remaining for them. Middleton. Mackenzie. Lofting it forward, and a hopeful ball more than anything. Coelho just taking up even more seconds. Winding down the clock. Poor clearance there. Nojima. Unable to pounce the Stingrays are as Mackenzie wins the ball. Again, the Bulls do manage to clear. The Bulls players begging for the final whistle now. Emery going long. This is not where the Stingrays need the ball to be. They need to get forward. They need to get forward quickly. Nojima trying to get away. Middleton plonks it forward. Saveska with a head on. Is that a foul? Referee says yes, it is, as Taylor-Young unable to put the shot away anyway, and commotion on the field now. There's players down everywhere. But it will be a Bulls free kick. That much we can be sure of. And we do suspect that that is the final nail in the coffin for the Stingrays' premiership hopes this season. Sad sight to see, playing on the ground. Not sure what exactly happened. There does appear to have been some discomfort here. Adelaide Thompson, the substitute, there on the ground. No. Correction. Danica Matos, rather. Looks to be in considerable pain. She'll play on. There's not much time left. She's fought valiantly all game. Run up and down the touchline. To no avail in the end. Would have hurt in the cold. This ball anywhere will do. Is there time for one more? Emery goes forward. Header flicked on. Matos now, the injured player, gets up. Matos! Excellent save there, Coelho. A fantastic opportunity. Now one more surge from the Stingrays. Can they get something here? Can they scrape a draw out of this game? They've left it late, very late. Can Saveska make amends for a missed penalty with a good corner here? Drilled into the front post. Second chance for Saveska. On her right foot. On her left foot, of course. That will be another corner drama, ladies and gentlemen. But it's too late. The Stingrays unable to get a goal back. And that is all but the end of their premiership hopes, you must think. The Bulls' early goal, thanks to a mistake by Stingrays goalkeeper Sophie Emery, as man of the match, or woman of the match rather, Vani Pakesh was able to poke that in. Second goal at the end of the first half. Amber Lukmeyer, clever chip, and so the game looked to be ending. The Stingrays did manage to get a consolation. Hayley Taylor-Young getting a goal back in the end, but it was too little too late for the Stingrays. Late pressure not enough to salvage even a draw as they fall down here. Final score, MacArthur Bulls 2, the Illawarra Stingrays 1. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Have a good night.